What's up, PokeMoshPit? This is TheFlamingSpade here, and today I'm going to bring you a 5th generation underused battle against ProPokePlayer, and this is actually a pretty old match, because I'm using the same team that I used in my previous battle that was against Blame Truth. And yeah, this is a UU Sun team that I'm using, but I think as of now, Vulpix or Trout or whatever is banned from underused here. But this was a really interesting and really close match, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, he leads off with Empoleon, I lead off with Donphan, goes with the Ice Beam to break my sturdy, plays it safe. I go with the EQ, but what in the world is this? I was like, what? Wait a minute, this is not Heatran, this is not Gen 4, but he has the Sugar Berry. Usually people just run the Balloon because it grants you immunity, although it does pop if you just go for whatever random move on the switch. But I guess it really works out for him, because that completely screws me over. And I switch into my Vulpix as he sets up his rocks. Goes with the Hydro Pump, looks to be maybe a 2 KO. But I'm gonna go with the Fire Blast, boosted by the Sun. Doesn't KO, but I do get the burn, which, you know, kinda sucks, but it's just game, and 5 other pokes to take it, so deal with it. So, anyways, moving on, he goes into his, Espeon, and I switch into my own Espeon, who is a especially bulky Espeon. I was just thinking he would go with the Psychic, but he predicts that really nicely. Goes with the Shadow Ball, and that does way too much, so he is obviously choice specs, I'm calling it. So I go into my Shiftry, which is something I really should have done in the first place, but now that I know it's specs, I can go into Shiftry safely and set up a Sword Stance on the switch as he goes into his Spiritomb. And I have Adamant Nature, Max Attack, and Stab Seed Bomb. So let's see. Nope, it does not KO. He just lives barely. He lives, like, as a MBZ would say, he lives with a smidgen of health, and that really sucks. And Shiftry on this team, it always failed to KO some certain pokes. It always failed. Gotta say, it was the weakest link of this team. But anyways, rambling and moving on, I go into my Cresselia. Not gonna play any games. He might have the Bane Split too, so I'm just gonna finish him off with a HP Fire, and he's gonna go back into his Espeon. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to trick me, because looking at his team, Cresselia is gonna be a big problem to his team. So I go into my Vulpix, my best thing to take the trick, and he does trick me the choice specs, which I was figuring that he would have. And after this match, he did tell me that this thing actually was a synchronized Espeon, because Magic Bounce one cannot have trick. But anyways, that's actually pretty cool. But anyways, moving on, I go into my Cresselia, because I know I should be able to pretty much set up on this thing while he doesn't have the choice specs. He's gonna be able to trick me the useless Evolite Stone, but you know, it's whatever. I get a free Calm Mind up, and I can see what I can do from there. And I was kind of thinking he might just stay in and hit me with Shadow Balls, but he does decide to switch into his whatchamacallit, what in the world is this thing? Dradigon or something like that, whatever. But I go with the Psychic, it doesn't KO because I only have +1, even with Modest Nature. And he's gonna, I'm thinking this is Banded, and he's gonna lock himself into Outrage. Or it just does a lot, because, you know, it's that move. But I'm thinking this is Banded. But whatever. Moving on, I am actually able to outstall this Dradigon with my Cresselia's Moonlight, because Moonlight in the Sun does recover that about 66% of my health in the Sun, so that is actually working out really nicely for me. And he does go into his Gastrodon here, and I just felt like setting up here. It was kind of a stupid play, because of course he's gonna have the Toxic. I was kind of scared to switch into my Espeon here, because it has so low health. If he predicts that, it's gonna KO my Espeon, and I kind of want to save my Espeon for later to set up those screens for my Victini. So that was the plan right there. And he's gonna Death Fodder out his Dradigon and goes into his Swellow, and the Protect here is like so obvious. because he doesn't have the guts yet. He doesn't have his Toxic Orb or Flame Orb activated yet. So I was thinking about going with the Moonlight, but I didn't. I just played it safe, went with the Psychic, and later on he told me he did have to Protect. But gotta say, that was like the MVP play of the match. Because here he goes into his Espeon, goes with the Shadow Ball. He doesn't have the specs, so he does not KO me with the Shadow Ball. And I'm gonna go with the Hidden Power Fire +2, boosted by the Sun. I get another crit. Not sure if this mattered because he was fully offensive Espeon, but you know, whatever crits happen, 5 other pokes to take it and so on. You know the drill by now. It's just game. So, whatever. He goes into his Gastrodon, I go to my Donphan just to get the Rapid Spin off. You know, it's better later than never, so whatever. And I know that he's gonna have the Recover, of course, so really no point to go with the EQ. That would really do no damage whatsoever. So I get rid of the Stealth Rock. It's gonna help my Victini at least a bit, hopefully. Kinda depending how I can play these following few turns here. That is going to be a bit of a stall war between my Espeon and his Gastrodon. But I do go with the Moonlight. He does have the EQ, so it is kind of a mixed little mini Purge, Swampert, Gastrodon. But I do set up my Reflect and then go with the Morning Sun again. He's gonna try to get the Scald Burn on me. And I think he gets it on this second try. Yes, he does, which kind of sucks, but at the same time it's not that big of a deal. Because I'm gonna go with the Psychic just to gauge how much damage I can do, and it actually does a really nice chunk. A really respectable chunk. By the looks of it, it's gonna be like a 4-hit KO, but it still does enough that if I can just hit him down low enough, I think I can safely go into my Victini to finish the game. And I'm gonna go with the other Psychic. I could have just recovered here with Moonlight, or I mean Morning Sun, whatever. But judging by how much the Psychics did, if I can just get him low enough, like I have right here, he's not even close to back to full health. So I should be able to finish the game off with my Victini here. So now it's time to recreate! And 180 base power, further boosted by the Stab in the Sun, is absolutely going to rape this Gastrodon. So that will actually turn out to be the match. So really good game, ProPokePlayer. A close 1-0 match, so be sure to check out his channel. And if you enjoyed this match, leave a like rating as always, it does help out a lot, and also why not check out my channel as well while you're at it. Links will be in the description, but that will be all for today. This is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace!